upon a time, there was a fork named Jeremy, or Sporky, as they say. They just like calling him Sporky to make fun of him. And he always said, what the why? Like, he would say, oh, my dog died. He would say, what the and like, it was really bad. And so his parents got mad at him, and then they put him up for adoption, and a new family adopted him, and so his new family always said as a joke that, oh, you're adopted, even though he knew he was adopted, and it was really sad. And then he cried, and then he said, what the why did I get this family? And then he went to school. He made amazing friends, and then some people bullied him. And then people bullied him for being called Sporky, even though he's a fork. It was really sad, and then he left his family. And so one time he tried, and he also got bullied for saying what the got. It was really bad. And then so one day he tried quitting saying what the got. And so he went on like this website. He went to a therapist and said that he always gets bullied for saying what the got. And the therapist said that that's a totally normal thing, but like, I think if you're trying to stop doing that, I think the best solution is like to try your best to think of other things to say. And like, if someone's dog died, you would say, and the therapist said, if someone's dog died, what would you say? And Sporky said, or Harry. It's either Sporky, Harry, or Jeremy. That's what he's called. That's Spork. And so Harry actually stopped saying what the and so every time you say what the he says, oh, we don't say that. And then that is it. Goodbye. Okay, so once upon a time, there was a blue apple, and he was in Apple Land, and everyone else was a red apple, so people bullied him for being blue. So we went on a website to try and change, but the website said that he was fine, just the way he was, but he didn't think so. So we said, what the and after that, he met Harry, the fork, that always said, what the and he said, what the why did it have to be blue? And then Sporky said, what the as well. And then they made a plan of saying, what the that's what their communication is. And some paint off a website. So they painted the apple, aka the blue apple, red. The end. Moral of the story, don't bully. Okay, so once upon a time, there was a banana named Jeremy. He was friends with the apple and Henry and Harry, the Spork. And he always ate monkeys. And the monkey said, "What the hell? Why are you eating us? That is very rude. We didn't do anything to you." And he said, "What the hell? What do you mean by what the hell? I'm hungry, so I eat monkeys." And then the monkey said, "Why don't you eat some strawberries? Or go talk to a therapist about this, because this is not normal." And so Jeremy went to a therapist. He listened to the monkey. He did not eat, but he also ate the monkey. It was very, very sad. And the other monkey said, "What the they ate our leader." And but the banana went to a therapist, and the therapist said, "Oh, you should probably try eating some strawberries. That is a safer option, because monkeys will go extinct if you keep on eating them." And the banana, Jeremy, said, "Oh, okay, fine, but to, and the therapist gave him some apples and strawberries, and the banana Jeremy loved the apples. So he kept on eating apples for the rest of his life, and then he got married to Harry the Spork. The end. Okay, so once upon a time, this is Harry the Spork 4. So once upon a time, there was a family of Harry. Harry had a family of the banana. Harry got married to the banana Jeremy, as you heard in the third one. And the Babble was really happy because Harry was pregnant and had a child. One child. And it had a head of Harry, and had the body of Jeremy. It was really nice. But the baby did not like his parents. It was a he, and its name was Jerry. Its name was Jerry, the Spork banana, half Spork, half banana, really did not like Harry or Jeremy. So he ran away, but he came back because, of course, he's a child, so he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to live alone. And so he went, and then he met his Harry's friend, Babble, and he liked the Babble better than his actual parents. So he asked his parents to live with the Babble, but they said no. So Jerry ran away to go live with the Babble. And Harry the Spork and Jeremy the banana sent a search party to go find him. But they did not find him, and they were really sad, and they basically had a funeral, even though a so-called funeral, even though Jerry wasn't dead, he was living with the Babble, but the Babble never said anything. He just took care of Jerry, and it was really nice. And in the end, they lived happily ever after, even though Harry and the banana Jeremy were not happy. The end. Okay, so continuing from Harry the Spork 4 is now Harry the Spork 5. So whenever Jeremy saw that whenever Jerry saw that Jeremy and Harry were having a fake funeral, he was really sad because and then he didn't know what to do with himself. And then he looked on the news and saw that there was a serial killer that killed Harry the Spork and Jeremy. And he was really sad, so he ran all the way to their house, but he didn't find them and so he ran back to the Babble and cried until he fell asleep. And then he wasn't the same anymore. And then he lost all of his friends at school because he wasn't the same. He wasn't acting the same until he realized that Jeremy and Harry wasn't dead because they didn't have a funeral. So he went to the graveyard, the nearest graveyard. He asked the Babble to take him there, but he didn't find Jeremy or Harry's grave. And so he thought that they were still alive. And then he asked the Babble to hire a detective to find Jeremy and Harry. But the detective only found the kidnapper, and that was the floating smiley face. Floating smiley face then kidnapped the Bapple. And so Jerry had nothing left, had no one to live with. So he went in an orphanage until the police finally found who did it. The man behind the slaughter. The man behind the slaughter. The purple smiley face. And then he grabbed the knife and then stabbed the smiley face 45 times. And then Jerry went to juvie because he did something illegal. And then after 2 years, he got back out of jail and he was freed. Yeah. And then he grew up, and he married a pine cone. And the pine cone loved Jerry, and the pine cone got pregnant and had a child. It was a new sight for Jerry. And then they lived happily ever after.